Hello everyone. Namaste. Good morning. How are you guys doing? I'm so happy today to have you in this session. I'm your host Nidhi Prakash, and today we are going to do the Celtic symbol mandala, that is tree of life, and we need a 8-inch square paper minimum. Though I'm going to work on a 9-inch square paper that is a little bigger, but the artwork is easily can be fit in the 8-inch square paper that has been designed like that. Good morning, Roberta. Hello, Valerie from France. Hey, Celine. I hope you guys are ready with your supplies. So before I tell you about the supply, let me just tell you about the few hashtags for today's mandala, that is the tree of life. So these are the few hashtags and a little disclaimer about today's video. You can use these hashtags wherever you post this artwork on any social media so that I can also, reach out to that artwork and I can also see that one. Awesome. Now let's bonjour Annie. Now let's talk about the these supplies. So we need minimum 8-inch square paper, although today I'm going to work on a 9-inch square paper. So the paper is going to be little empty, little extra empty on the corners, but the artwork, what we are going to draw can easily be fit in a 8-inch square paper. Micron pen, pencil for some rough draft, eraser, ruler, protector. You can use this normal 180-degree one protector or the 360-degree one like the helix circle, both will work. Pencil for the shading, tortillon, and the compass. So these are the few supplies which we need to draw on for this tree of life mandala. So good morning, Linda. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. I came to know that you were not well a few days ago. So let's start. So this is the tree of life mandala, and there are lots of variations about the tree of life. This is a Celtic symbol. If you see, like, basically they all represents the cycle of the life, like the leaves or the branches are kind of joining with the root, so it shows like the no start or the no end, like life in the continuous way, in the cyclic way. And there are various variations to draw this tree of life. Here are the few on the screen. You can make your own version. Hello Rashmi, good morning Kathy. So as you can see, this is a 9-inch square paper. So I'm dividing it into half so that I can find out the center. That is our first step. This work can easily be fit in a 8-inch square paper. This artwork has been designed for a 8-inch square paper. I'm just using 9-inch. It will just remain little extra space on the outside. That is the purpose. So now this is the center line. Why I'm feeling that it's not straight. Perfect. And this is the center of the paper. Now let's talk about the markings. So let me switch on the markings on the screen. Here are the mandala measurements on the screen. So please use the centimeter side and put the dots from the center. So the center is 0. First marking is at 3.5. Then 4. then 5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lots of markings. Now we are going to draw circles. So I'm using my rotator below my paper and I'm putting my pencil inside the compass. And I'm drawing all these circles. We already have the markings. 3.5, 4, 5. Markings are on the screen also. 5.5, 6, 7, 8. I did little, my compass moved a little bit. I'm just erasing this one and drawing this one again, this circle. My compass moved a bit, so although it's not visible. So this is perfect. This is 7 and this is 8. No, 8 and 9. Yeah, the last one. So these are the few concentric circles we need in this Tree of Life mandala. Good morning, Kathy. So now, if you want, you can use your helix circle, the 360-degree one, or if you want, you can use your this tiny one. Anyone would work fine. So just I'm aligning the dot with the center and this straight line with this 90-degree so that I can make sure that I kept it perfectly on the position and marking at every 10 degrees. Oh, I'm moving it again. Mark it every 10 degree. So I marked it from 0 to 180. Now I'm keeping it upside down, aligning it from 0 to 180 from the center dot and this 90 line. So lots of reference point. That's how you can use this half protector, like the 0 to 180-degree protector. So a lot of people ask me that we don't have this 360-degree one. So there is not the problem. That's why I'm showing you how you can use this one. But if you have the helix circle or the 360-degree one, then you are doing fine just with the one helix circle. You can go all the way, all around. So these are the markings at the 10 degrees. And now we are going to join these lines. And every time whenever you are joining, make sure your ruler is touching to the center point. But we are not going to draw actually in the center this till 4 centimeters. We don't really need that because in that area we are going to draw the tree of life. So just join these lines on the outer circles starting from 4 centimeters. And my suggestion is that draw light, keep your hand very light because most of the lines we are going to erase later. These are the guidelines. So keep your hand very light. Every time make sure that your ruler is touching to the center point. That is really important. Keep drawing these radiating lines. So after this artwork, we are going to draw our next mandala is again the Celtic Mandala. That will be the last Celtic Mandala in this series and the last Celtic Mandala in a 8-inch paper series. After that we'll resume our that 6-inch square. So few mandalas will work on the 6-inch square and then we'll see if we want to move to the 14-inch or the 8-inch or the 6-inch. These are the guidelines. Let me remove the markings now. Perfect. I hope everybody is done. So let's see who is drawing along with me. Write down in the chat. I'm waiting for all of you. Tell me if you guys are ready till here. Awesome. Thank you, Valerie. Who else is drawing along with me? If you are drawing along with me, please write down 1. And if you are just enjoying watching, please write down 2. Ready? Awesome, Jen. Now, I would like, thank you, Patty. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you, Anna. Watching today. Thank you, Deborah. Traveling, no worries. Nice to have you, Deborah. It's so nice that you are here and you are just watching. So, I would like everybody to please keep the pencil in your hand. And in this center portion, now we are going to work. We are going to draw our tree of life. I'm just erasing this line. We don't really need this line in the center. So where here the center point is, I'm going to draw kind of the C on the both side like this. It can be a little bit bigger or small. It's absolutely fine. We can easily draw more, branches. So just kind of draw this C shape on the one side and the opposite on the other side. So this is the center point. That's why I just made it a little bit more dark so that it will give you the reference point. And here in the center, please look carefully. I'm first drawing it with the pencil, these 2 lines. And in the center here, it's kind of going this petal in the center. And these 3 branches. So if you want, you can draw directly with the pencil, first with the pencil and then trace it with the pen, or you can draw directly with the pen. I'm here using the pen Micron 08, and this can be a little bit wavish. And these are the little branches. I'm making these branches a little thicker where they are sprouting. Like kind of the wading. Make sure you are not smudging. I just smudged a little bit here. Because these are the little random little branches here, and here I'm just going to draw a little decorative branch, little S curves, and inside also we will draw the branch. Again, if you want, you can use the pencil, little curvy. Because this is mainly the decorative tree too. We are going to draw lots of leaves in this one. So these, right now we are just drawing the skeleton of the tree. So with the second branch, I'm just coming here and drawing this little round. And where the center part is, here we are going to draw lots of these seed kind of shape. Feel free to draw as many as you can. They are just not touching with each other, but they are kind of filling. And here also one curvy. This is just the skeleton of the tree we are drawing right now. Yes, Micron 08 I'm using. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you for your kind words and your blessings. Bonjour, Gerba from France. After that, I'm just changing my pen from Micron 08 to 01. And we are going to draw these seeds kind of shape, like the aura line and filling in this trunk. As I told you that there are unlimited variations of this tree of life, but the concept is same, that it represents the life, the cyclic nature of the life, no start, no end. So that's why kind of the roots will join to these branches like the leaves. So this is just my version of drawing this tree of life in this mandala. In tomorrow's session also we are going to draw that beautiful enchanted tree, and That is more of the Kalp Vraksha style in the Zentangle session. And now, first let's draw these tiny leaves with all these branches. So leaves are just pointy edges, and wherever you can fit them, try avoid getting like they are not supposed to touch with any line or with any leaf. Just take care of that. Sizes doesn't matter. You can make little big, little small. They can go in any direction. They can touch the branch, but try avoid touching the leaf to leaf. These little pointy edges, keep rotating your artwork so that you get good angle. Keep decorating it, keep drawing these little tiny leaves. Good morning, mommy. Good evening. Good evening for you. Good morning for me. Hey, mommy, nice to see you. So happy to see you in my session. My mom lives in India. So, mom, this is we are drawing the tree of life. Right now, you might be little like what we are drawing. So, it is, it looks like my stream is stuck. Is this so? Can you guys hear me? Please write down in the chat. Is the stream going fine? Please write down in the chat if you guys can hear me, see me clearly. Till then, I keep on drawing these tiny leaves. You can hear you. Awesome. Thank you, Patty. Thanks, Ajay. You are also watching. Now we are going to draw the same leaves on the other side, and we'll then after that we'll give a little bit tiny little finishings or more decorations. Use the thin tip pen. Thin tip pen uh, would be easier because we are working with little tiny areas. Just moving this sideways so that I get good angle to draw. Keep filling with these tiny rice kind of the shape, petals, pointed both side. After that, we are just going to draw these few connecting lines in our this trunk, the tree trunk. We draw these wavy lines in this tree trunk. And we can like kind of draw one twig or little these curly lines coming out from this tree branch here, or maybe one little tiny branch is coming out this side. We can add as many of these little fallen branches. Now in this 3.5 and 4, in this whole circle, we are just going to draw this wavy line up and down. In between 3.5 and 4. And I'm kind of, stretching these seeds and joining the trunk part all the way to the 4. And in this whole wavy line, you see like we drew these little branches on the top. So we are going to join them with this wavy line. Just join it wherever it's fitting well. Doesn't matter wherever it's going, just join it wherever you can touch them. So that it becomes part of the tree. So just join these edges with the wavy line, and now in this wavy line here we are going to draw the same leaf going slanted on both sides. So whoever is drawing, please write down in the chat. Do you find this tree of life drawing easy or difficult? Did you get it? Is it coming along well for you? If you want, you can watch the video recording later also. You can change the speed of the video of your own choice. So actually, let me do it. I really want to draw one line with the pen around like the 4 centimeter one. Okay, so I'm just putting this my 08 pen in the compass to draw the circle, just one circle with the pen, that's it. Just one circle with the pen. That is the 4-inch. Well, mine doesn't look like yours, lol. No problem. They all should look different. That's absolutely fine. Good as of now. Awesome. Perfect. So now we can decorate and we can draw more leaves and petals and these little branches as much as you want. It is absolutely your choice. How many you want to draw more, maybe little bit it's going here. So I have this thicker tip pen now and I'm just weighting these lines, kind of touching to the circle, little thick to thin on the edges. So that's it. This is 01. Let me draw one this tiny leaf here in the center also. You can fill it with as many leaves wherever you see space, and you want to draw more leaves, please go ahead and draw more. Now we can use our eraser and erase this extra line which we first drew. We can erase this these extra lines. Just make sure that your pen is dried. We don't really need this guideline now. We can do very little shading and then we'll move forward quickly. Just a very little light shading on the edges of this whole tree of life. My tortillon. Here's some of these erasing shavings which came below my paper. So in our Tangle marathon, we finished it with the the Celtic in the knot and weaving, the Celtic Mandala series, Celtic all knots, and so that's how we started our Celtic version in this Mandala series also, and we did lots of Celtic mandalas in our 8-inch square paper series. So I didn't lay down the graphite here, I just used my this dirty stump and just give a little bit of the touches. So this one is 1 in the 6 inches, that is the Dara knot. In the Celtic symbol, this one is the Trinity, this one is the Triskel, this one is the Love knot. So these are few in the 8-inch square and the one, and these are few others in the 8-inch square series we did in our past live sessions. They all are on the 8-inch square. This one, they all are available for everyone on YouTube channel. This one is the Merkaba star. This one is available for all the Patreon. So if you want, you can support me through Patreon or through be a member on the YouTube. So for all the Oak and Above members and the Patreons, you will get these lots of few other videos. You can unlock them as well as you can support me too. Let's move on to the next layer. So in this next layer, I'm just using my any mid-size pen. I'm here grabbing the 05. You can work with the 08 also, 05. Anything would work. So in this, in between 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter, we are just going to draw these petals. So I'm just drawing the one side of the petal right now because it becomes easy and quicker, and the same muscle memory works in the same direction. So, and this rotator really helps a lot in rotating the paper quickly. And after that we'll draw these lines in the opposite direction. After that, draw the line in the opposite direction like this. So I'm just going it in this way now. can work with the PN pen or the 03 pen, 05 pen, 08, whatever tip you want you can use for this layer. I would suggest you to use any medium size tip. I'm here using Micron 05. There is a video on my YouTube channel where I have talked about different tip size pens. After that, we have these two layers of the triangles and diamonds. So in the inner one, we are just going to draw the aura line, and in the aura line, we are going to draw one more aura line where we are going to fill it. So one aura line and two, and fill the inner one. I didn't change my pen. I'm still working with the 05. If you have used the 08, then now I would suggest you to use the 01 or the thinner for these inner aura lines. But if you are already using the mid-size tip, so then you can continue using the same. Keep rotating your paper. Try avoid moving your hand. Move the paper instead. So now, as I told you, our next design would be again on a 8-inch square paper, and that would be the last in the series in the Celtic Mandala. The design has been finalized. If you want, I can show you the design. Let me know, do you want to see the design? Perfect. Thank you, Rashmi. Now, in this upper part, we are just going to draw this beautiful one petal and one petal in the center and one petal on the corner. That our basic building block of the mandala. One petal in the center and one tiny petal in the both sides. And fill these little corner areas, leftover areas in between these three petals. if you are left with. Again, feel free to use the 01 pen, that it would be like you will get a little bit more space with the 01 pen. Keep drawing. So instead of drawing the whole petal on the sides, I'm just giving this little filling on the corner so that it creates a little round look on the top. And I think it's filling the purpose. I think little filling in the corner is also nice. Okay, so now what I see here, like when I did these petals, so I have a little thicker line here. Perfect. Okay. I'm seeing a little space. Okay, let's move forward. Thank you, Nevi. So are you guys done till here? Shall I move forward? Please write down in the chat. Now, I'm kind of grabbing my pencil. So please take your pencil and let's start working on this. Any part you can start drawing that. So from here, from this 5 centimeter circle, we are going to draw this line going up to the 5.5 little curvy line, then again one more curvy line to this 6, and after that we are going to draw this petal shape to the next block. So please draw it with the pencil first Please draw these petals with the pencil first. There you go. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals with the pencil. And now I'm just grabbing my pen, 08. Where is the 08? Here you go. And I'm going to trace it. Please draw lightly with the pencil first. After that, again in the one petal, let me draw it with the pencil. So in between here, we are going to draw in now I'm just working in the one petal. So from here, it's just round. Like this. So let me draw it with the pen. That will be the inner petal. So it will be like round like this. And it's going to join with both of them. So you can again draw the all petals, these inner petals with the pencil, and then you can trace it with the pen or directly with the pen. This will be the next step. Now after that we are going to work inside of these petals. So for that I just want to grab like little thinner tip, maybe this 05. Before that I would like to erase these inner lines. And actually before working in this outer part, let's work in this inner part first. So we are just going to draw these little beautiful flowers inside of them. Here is this round. Just in the center of this petal. aura line. We already have the marking. That's why I didn't erase that. So it reminded me, let me do it first. Because by mistake we can erase that. I'm using 05 pen right now. Perfect. Now we are going to work in these top part. So here from this one dip, we are going to go all the way to the center and this side. So that will be the top section, and then from here again we are going to draw one more, this beautiful curvy line. So that is kind of the top crown. In these petals. Go all the way to the center. Take a big curve like the quotation mark, or like the muka in our Zentangle. A little closer and a little bit more focus. This will be the decoration. Actually, we are going to fill this part so then it would look nice. So let me grab my little thicker tip pen, like, or maybe the brush pen, or maybe I can use this 08. We'll fill this area here as well as like this part also, yes. Same way here, we can draw one circle. Yeah, that's what confusing me. So you can use little thick tip pen like the 10 or the 12 or the brush, whatever. Let me also grab little more thicker than the 08, then it would be quicker. Maybe the brush pen. Here you go. So this is the brush pen. So I'm kind of filling this big part, and I will give the final finishing in the borders and in the center top with the little thin tip pen, okay? So we don't really need to erase that line. Just to create more contrast and build the interest. I'm just filling little loose, not taking care of the borders, because that I'm going to do again with my 08 pen, or maybe the 05, either one. I will make these borders filling and little neat filling here. Those brush pens filled most of the thick spaces, and then these borders. I'm using little thinner tip pen that is helping me to fill in the precision area or the tiny spaces. Make the circle in the bottom and the top of these quotation marks or the mukas or these decorative petals. Make sure wherever you are filling, fill it nicely. No white space is visible. You can come back again one more time to check. So in tomorrow's Zentangle session, we are going to draw the Kalpvraksh, a very decorative tree. So generally the Kalpvraksh in our mythology, we generally use it to manifest our desires or our, whatever we want. So, but that's basically a decorative tree or the beautiful tree, enchanted tree, or maybe another version of this tree of life. As I showed you in the very beginning in one slide, so there are numerous ways you can find various versions of this Celtic symbol tree of life. Beautiful. Now we will move forward to the next step. So now for this next step, first we are going to work on this out like in the middle section of these two petals. We are going to come back again. Oh, I leave this area empty. We'll come back again to work a little bit here in this part once the ink is dried, because we laid down too much ink now, so we don't really want to use the eraser near it. So now again I would like you to grab your pencil to work in this in between section here. So in this top part we are going to draw this inside line and this again, two opposite direction of these kind of line, and here again, and we will leave this space in the corner. Let me bring it a little closer if I can. And here it is supposed to be round. So please draw it with the pencil first, like this. So again, I'm just tracing it with my 08 pen. So it is like this. Feel free to trace this with the pencil, all these petals. Mm. These are the petals on the little outer side, and now we are going to work inside of them. Before that, I would like to draw the or a line to these petals. And then I'm just changing my pen. I'm just keeping my pen and grabbing the pencil. Where is the pencil? Here you go. And now inside of this, so one petal I'm going to work with the pencil. So from here corner to this point, we are going to join it like this, and we are going to make a petal. So like this, so that you can draw it with the pen or with the pencil, it's your choice directly. I'm again working on the one side first. That helps me in drawing all petals a little bit more similar way. And now I'm going to the other side. Okay, now we are going to draw the or a line to this. Inside or a line. Thank you, Nidhi. So how is it going with everyone? If you have not clicked the thumbs up button yet, please go ahead, leave the chat and click on the thumbs up button. Now we are going to work inside of these petals. So this pen is 08. I'm changing it to 05. So on the one side, we are going to draw these petals. Other side, we are going to draw the petal one and then lots of or a line to this petal. So that's how we are going to decorate this petal first. These tiny petals on the one side of it, and then just one petal on the base, and then lots of aura line or this contour line on the other side. So please write down in the chat, what do you think about this design? Do you find it difficult or easy or very, very easy, interesting? What is coming to your mind about this design? Yes, Valerie, this is rapid. This is very quick. You keep on drawing, like because of these guidelines. And I don't really want that I had to take one more session for this. So that is also one thing in my mind. I really want to complete this in this session only. Our next design is a little bit difficult. So this one is the next design of the Celtic Mandala. This is what we are going to do in our next session. It is not in the next week, but next to next week. Okay, now here we are just going to draw a few these tiny our humps or tiny petals, half circles on the outer layer of this petal. You can draw at your own speed, you can draw slow, and you can come back to this video later with the same link. All the Celtic Mandala videos are available as of now to everyone. Beautiful. I uploaded one video for all my Patreons and all my Oak members of this one. This is the two-layered, you see, like this is the two-layered Zentangle inspired art. So there are two versions of the base and three versions for the top, one more version for the top. So you can mix and match. You can draw this way, you can draw this way, whatever way you want. So this is like the uh, double layered Zentangle inspired art. Okay, now we are going to work inside of these big petals. So I'm just erasing this part. I'm just erasing them lightly. Just to give you an idea. Oh, there is a poll. Thank you, Ajay. So moderate 100%. Okay, 4 people vote only. Finally found the chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning, AACEC. It's your first time. You're welcome. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Roberta. It's very meditative. Nice to hear that. Stunning. You'll find it easy to do. Awesome, Deborah. Nice, Valerie. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you, everyone, whoever is replying in the chat. And when you reply in the chat, it makes me feel that we all are together, right? Now we are going to work in this part. You can use any pen. You can use 05, 03, 01, whichever works. So let me just work with the 05. And we are going to draw the spirals in these. Section. So three spiral, like one spiral in the center top and the two spiral on the each side. One spiral in the top center, one in the middle, one in the bottom, if you use like the 01 pen, maybe you can draw a little more of these spirals. So after completing these spirals, I will look at the chat. I'll take a quick 5-second break. You can write down about this artwork, about this session, or any other suggestion if you want to give. Okay. So now I'm just doing one Uh, Hi Andrew from Sydney. Hello, this is first time. Hi Brigitte, welcome to my session. Yes, you can do on your own pace. You can rewatch the session whenever you want. And you work on genealogy. Oh, awesome, Timmy. Nice to know about it. One for each of my four daughters who are in their 30s. That's so cool. That's so uh, nice to know that you want to do that for your daughters. That's awesome, Deborah. Don't forget to share your artwork with me whenever you guys do that, okay? So I'm just coming back and filling these little white spaces. Okay, now we are going to work in this part and just one aura line. Beautiful. So there are two of my mandala books are available on the Amazon. If you just want to enjoy coloring, you can just take this book. This is the volume 1 and all mandalas I have been drawn by me. You must have seen these few mandalas in my few these live sessions. And in the second one, there are two versions of the each mandala like this. One is just the outline and one is the full drawn. So if you want, you can take the inspiration for this. You can draw in here or you can just draw light loose here. And one mom and daughter is doing like daughter, she is the like kind of kid 5-6 years. She is working in this outline version and mom is working in this version. So or if you want, you can just draw on your own if you don't want to take inspiration from here. So these are the just outline and the detailed version mandala set for the drawing. So you can choose any of the both books for yourself for gifting. Those are very good meditative coloring books. Thank you, Deborah. I really appreciate it. Now let's move forward for our next drawing step. So in this next drawing step, here we are going to draw into this point. So first we are going to draw here like this curved and then this curved and then this shape. So this is the shape which I'm looking for. Oh, not this here. Here it will be. So here it is like the concave, like the opposite, and here it is like the petal. Like this, and after that we are going to draw one more petal here. So we are going to join it from the bottom like this. Let me draw this directly with the pen, with the 08 pen. So this is a little different kind of the petals I designed in this artwork. I hope you like this design. These little different style of the petals. Let's draw it in the one momentum, then they will look nice. And now in these also we are going to draw the same spiral. To bring that harmony in our design. Tomorrow's artwork would be on the 3.5 inch square tile. So this artwork has been designed for a 8-inch square paper, but I'm actually working on a 9-inch square paper, so I'm having little extra spaces outside. But originally this pattern has been designed for a 8-inch square paper. I see it is more than 11. If you have other engagements and if you want to drop the video, you can go back. You can go and come back again to watch the remaining video with the same link. Just little bit is left, not way too much. So just the last layer is left in this last boundary in the drawing part, and then the shading. So just the last layer drawing. I'm going to start very soon. It won't take much time. I really appreciate your time. So now in this next one we have all these blocks. So in all these blocks we are going to join these wavy lines. These continuous wavy lines. on the very corner. Again, feel free to draw this with the pen first. And here we are kind of little bit, it should join like this. Perfect. And now in this one we are going to draw lots of petals going in slanted way. One petal each side. Just to make the artwork harmonious, I designed this outer layer to complete the mandala. And then just one more drawing after that. You can draw more leaves if you want. I just added one at each side. Very open design in this one. Loose and open design. Keep rotating your paper. Now just last one. Thank you, Mom. Nidhi, since I'm drawing with you, I'm a calmer person. This is such a healing activity. I'm happy. Thank you, Nevi. Thank you for supporting me and being my patron. And I have made one more artwork for all my patrons. I'm still working. A little bit is left. That is the little bit based on the flower of life for all my Patreons. The next one would be, this one is the double layer Zentangle inspired art. Thank you, Annie. And now just one more thing, wherever you see this loop is coming down, so just from here come down and draw this spiral. So I always try to give any exclusive uh, video of any different kind of the artwork to my all Patreons and all my Oak members, Oak and Above members on YouTube, to say thank you to them for supporting me. And now it is time to erase all the pencil lines and to do the shading. So how about I'm just doing shading in this one part or the two part, and then you can just repeat the same in the rest. So because it will be kind of the same then. So for the shading, I generally use this pencil. This is my 4B pencil, but you can use any pencil, you know, any school pencil, any 2B pencil, 3B pencil, whatever you have, you can use that. Shading takes little extra time because when you work in these little thin tiny areas, so I'm just working in this one part here. And if you want, you can use little white pen to decorate this area. This all dark black filling area I'm talking. I'm just working in a small section and laying down graphite everywhere. And after that, I'm going to blend all of them together. Now let me bring my accordion. If this pencil goes inside the parallel line, you can just come back with the eraser and clean these little tiny double lines. And I'm just taking this little thin tip for yes. So here you go. You can see the difference in this section where I did all the shading in this one and the rest of it. So go ahead and do the shading in all of it and erase all these extra lines. So that's it for today. Now I'm kind of switching on my camera and looking at the chat. So now it is time to say goodbye and please finish this, all the shading part, and don't forget to share your artwork with me. I'm going to finish it whenever I get time, today, tomorrow, or any time. Maybe I'll come back live on Instagram or Facebook to finish the shading. How about that? Because a lot of people ask me that you never come live on Insta or on Facebook. So I can come there, we can chat together, and we can just complete this artwork, and you can complete yours too. I'll think about it. And now it's time to say goodbye. Looking at the chat, if you have anything to tell me, you can tell. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for joining me, and thank you everyone for joining me. Tomorrow we are going to draw that Kalpvraksh, uh, this beautiful enchanted tree in our Zentangle session. This is on a 3-inch square tile. So this week is the tree special tree week, like we did this tree of life. You can call this tree of life or the enchanted tree or the Kalpvraksh tree, it's your choice. I would love to call it the Kalpvraksh tree that manifests our desires. Okay, thank you everyone. See you tomorrow in the Zentangle session. Bye bye.